Yes, and I will just tell you that I'll keep pushing for us to do an annual budget so everybody can be more stable and more predictable. So, again, thank you for being here. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Norman, you are up.
Just echo what Congressman Biggs says about the CRs. You can't run your business on a month-to-month basis, nor should we expect you. Thank each of you for your testimony. Dr. Peters, in your prepared testimony, you talk about the work that the Idaho National Lab is doing to support the existing light water reactor fleet, like developing the new accident-resistant fuels or working with utilities to modernize nuclear power plant control rooms. What other research is the lab undertaking to help nuclear energy technology remain competitive?
In the light water reactor area, we're also working on materials. So, because when a utility wants to take a reactor from 20 to 40 to 60 or even 80 years of operation, we need to ensure that the materials will survive that long. We see no showstoppers there, so all indications are they'll be fine. In the advanced reactor area, where we're working with a lot of companies in partnership to help them mature their designs, make them more cost competitive. Everything from the reactor core itself to the fuel. We do extensive work on fuel development. So you mentioned accident-tolerant fuels that would go into the light water reactors, but also developing advanced fuels for advanced reactors. We're working a lot. We haven't talked a lot about it today, a lot on the nuclear fuel cycle. So as you know, we're pursuing going to a repository now, but could there be options for reprocessing in the future? We're doing a lot of research in that area as well. But I want to stress, we're an applied laboratory, so we work very closely with industry across the whole gambit, and that's an important part of our focus.
Related to that, Dr. Peters, is there a direct benefit to the DOE, Department of Energy, to have the labs perform multidisciplinary science research for different programs across the department? As an example, how does it benefit the Office of Science or NNSA to have the respective labs engage in diverse research for other DOE programs or federal agencies?
We all have unique capabilities. So I very much think that, for example, Sandia or Argonne is two good examples, have capabilities that they've built in either the security or the basic science area that are very applicable to the applied programs. We partner very, very effectively. If you look at the capabilities of the 17 labs, some would argue you see duplication. I actually see a lot of complementarity. So there's tremendous opportunity. And we're an applied nuclear lab, but we do a lot of work in the national security space and cybersecurity and whatnot, because we have capability that can solve national problems. So collaboration is really important across the system, and I think it's quite effective, actually.
Makes sense. Dr. Seestrom, as a nuclear weapons lab, Sandia has a specific mission to accomplish for DOE. But from your testimony, it sounds like the impact of Sandia's research has been much more broad. Can you provide some examples of areas of research that Sandia conducts for its nuclear weapons mission, but that has also led to benefits in the civilian economy?
So, Sandia has expertise in hydrogen materials coming from our mission in NNSA for gas bottles. That leads us to certain expertise in chemical processes. In our combustion research facility, we do research with each of the major U.S. car companies, looking at improving fuel efficiency for light-duty and heavy-duty trucks, as an example. We have thousands of Kratos there. Our work for NNSA, where we're responsible for radars, have led to other national security work, where for the DoD, we've developed a next generation of synthetic aperture radar, which lets us save our troops on the battleground with much better visibility through clouds. That comes back to impact our core national security mission.
What about manufacturing?
I don't think I can answer on manufacturing, but I'll take that for the record.
Okay, thank you. I yield back.
I thank the witnesses for their testimony and the members for their questions. The record will remain open for 2 weeks for additional written comments and written questions from members. This hearing is adjourned.